Well, it's a pleasure to meet our next guest here on GCR. He heard his name called by the Baltimore Ravens in the fifth round on Saturday. You guys know that I'm not much of a Duke fan, but I'm willing to make an exception for this guy. He is New Ravens cornerback Chandler Rivers, and he's with us now here on GCR. Chandler, it's Glenn. It's great to meet you, man. Thank you so much for taking the time for us.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Chandler, I know that it had to be tough for you because everybody was talking about how you should have gone much earlier in the draft than you ended up going. But watching the video and your emotions and you screaming out "Lamarvelous" afterwards, how much of that goes away? That anxiety, that pain of falling a little bit when you get the phone call and you find out that you're going to be a Baltimore Raven.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I thought I should have went higher in the draft, but I mean, I believe in God, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. And like when I got that call, it was just like a relief, and it was like throughout the whole like draft process, throughout the Zoom meetings and everything, I was just like, if I could choose one place like that I want to be in Baltimore for the reasons that I mean, I feel like they just like the spot that I'm gonna be playing, I feel like I can make an impact for that team, and then they're contenders, and they got a lot of great players on the team. Then the Marvelous thing, that's just it's kind of crazy because like like a week before, whatever, I was talking to like one of my close friends, and I was like, I was just going through like if I was to get a call like from a few teams, like what I would say and stuff like that. And then Baltimore so happened to be one of the teams, and I said it. And it was just like because I mean when I was in eighth grade or ninth grade, he had just got drafted, and he's had a great career up until this point, and it's just like I mean he's a global phenom, honestly, like he's just that. So it feels good to be a part of his team now.
We on this show we both do a lot of play-by-play, and so Lamarvelous is a pretty darn good play-by-play call. For those that haven't seen it, Griffin, can you just play the clip where he yells out? Because I think it was awesome, and I think Ravens fans are immediately endeared to you in that moment, Chandler, because we've all said something similar in our days.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, baby.
Do it. LeBarbius!
That's so real, dude. That's so real. What an awesome feeling. Chandler, it's interesting you saying that, right? Like, did you have a sense that it was going to be Baltimore? Like, as you were going through the process, when you say that was where you wanted to be, like, was it just the realities of what you laid out? Like, I get it. You would have been excited if the Cleveland Browns draft you. It's the greatest day of your life. I understand that, but what you laid out makes sense, right? Like, it's an organization like the Ravens that just has inherent advantages. Did you get the feeling leading up to the draft that that might be the direction?
Uh, I had a feeling with like a few teams. It was probably like three or four teams that I had a feeling I was gonna go to, and it was just like I feel like the best situation for me would have been Baltimore, honestly. And then just it was a whole lot of like me and my friends talked about it like after the draft. It was a whole lot of foreshadowing because we watched the draft Friday, of course expecting to get my name called, and I wore a purple jumpsuit. And then the morning of that Saturday, my grandmother, she actually went to the store and got a purple shirt before the drive even started. And as you can see in the video, a lot of my family members had on purple shirts. So I feel like it was a lot of foreshadowing. It was meant to be. So that's
Man,
pretty cool.
man, look at how all that worked out. That is so great. Chandler Rivers with us here on GCR. Chandler, in getting to Baltimore, obviously you get to connect with someone that you know pretty well, and I know you guys are already hitting each other up on social media. But Fub, who of course ended up finishing somewhere else,
Yeah.
Aeneas Peebles. What was that relationship like for you, and how close were you guys? How special was it to realize that you guys are going to be together again in Baltimore?
Yeah, like going back to our Duke days, like Fov, he was like a big brother to me. Like he everything I needed, he was always there for me. He kind of like got me into like this college football life, and it was like whenever he left, a lot of people don't know this, but whenever he left, I actually like called him like crying. I was like, "No, don't leave, like stay," because I was like, that's kind of relationship me and Fub has. And I was like, I'm like 2, 3 years younger than him, and it's just like he's like a big brother to me. Like he, every time I need him, I can hit him up, regardless of if he was at VTech or even now. Like we talk damn near every day up until this point for like the past 2 years. So I mean, that's just he's like a big brother to me, honestly. So
Man,
that feels good to be able to play with him again.
dude, how special is that? Like, hey, look, man, I'm not saying you're not ready for this jump, but like to be able to have someone like that in your corner to help you in making this jump. That's got to be surreal.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
That's so cool, man. How do you go your entire college career without missing a game? Do you have like some sort of secret like potion that you take that has managed to keep you on the field? Is it something that maybe you're superstitious about? You don't really like talking about all that much. How is that possible, Chandler?
Nah, I just feel like I take care of my body like at a high level, honestly. And then I mean, all of it's really God. Like anything can happen in the game of football. It's an aggressive sport. Anything can happen any play. And I mean, I feel like God, honestly.
Do you when you say you take care of your body? We're of course in Baltimore, where Derrick Henry like is an insane human being and doesn't eat anything that isn't like plain kale.
Yeah.
And like, do you take care of your body like that? Are you like that insane about it?
I wouldn't say to that extent. I haven't got there yet. You know, I'm still on the younger side, so I can eat certain things. But I mean, as far as like recovery, like ice, cold tubs and stuff, all of that stuff, like massages, I take care of my body well on that level.
I appreciate that about you. I know you were playing outside mostly in college. A lot of the talk about you leading up to the draft was seeing what you did like at your pro day and the lead up on the inside, and a lot of people were talking like this might be one of the best nickel corners in the draft.
Yeah.
I know the answer to the question is I'm going to do whatever it is the team asks me to do. Like I understand that's the way it works, but how comfortable are you with the idea of if that opportunity is on the inside, with that being something that you can do despite it not necessarily being what you were playing primarily in college?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like the answer is always going to be like I want to be wherever the team needs me to be at. But I feel like a lot of people like fail to realize that like I actually want to play in the slot. Like I feel like when you watch my film, a lot of my plays come when I was playing in the slot. Like of course on the outside I got a few plays there, but a lot of like my action, like my blitzing, all of that catching interceptions come from playing in the slot. And I feel like I could take that to the next level, especially getting reps at that 100% of the time.
I,
Like
it's interesting you say that because some of the things that jumped out at me is like you're not afraid of tackling.
yeah.
Like where did that come from for you? I'm not trying to say that all
Yeah.
corners are afraid to tackle. I'm not trying to make it seem like that, but you know that even some of like the greatest cornerbacks of all time, like maybe one that coaches out of Colorado, weren't necessarily a big fan of tackling.
Yeah, I mean, I just say that's just how I was brought into the game, honestly. Like my dad's been my coach all my life, and you got to be able to tackle to be on the field. And every team I've been a part of, you got to be able to tackle to be on the field, and that's how you going guess how you gonna get on the field, honestly. So I take pride in that because it's part of the game, and I feel like I play the game 110% all the time. I give my all. So if I'm in position to make the tackle, I expect to make the tackle. So that's just my mindset.
Man, and you can make plays in the backfield. I feel like are you more excited about a pick or like leveling someone and getting a lick in the backfield?
I would say I play defensive back, so pick is probably
I guess
like
that. Yeah.
that's the play.
I guess that's got to be the answer. I guess that's got to be the way it goes. Your path to Duke, right, is interesting for me. Like a Texas kid.
Yeah.
How do you and look, obviously Duke's really good. You guys just won the ACC last year. Like I'm not trying to disparage Duke in any way, but you're from the state that's like the capital of football. How does a Texas kid end up at Duke?
Yeah, like coming out of high school, I was a three-star, but I had like SEC offers that people consider like the SEC, the big bad SEC and stuff like that. So I had offers to go other places, but honestly, I just chose Duke because I come from an academic family, and so like I knew what I was gonna get out of them academically and then athletically. I wanted to have a chance to play as a true freshman. Like I didn't want to have to wait on behind like a vet or anything like that. I wanted the opportunity or be able to compete to play as a true freshman. I feel like Duke gave me that best opportunity, honestly, and so that's why we went with Duke, and then we made the best of that situation. We got there was the most winningest class and everything. So
I really thought that maybe the academics had something to do with it because I saw you were a cultural anthropology major. And when
yeah.
I tell you that I'm so dumb, I don't even know what cultural anthropology is. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me. Can you explain why that was your path and, like, why? I know right now it's football, football, football. Like, I understand that. But, like, how that might be something that you could still use at some point in your life.
Yeah, like when I first got to Duke, I didn't know what culture anthropology was because I wanted to be like a business major or like something to do on the money side of things. That's what I wanted to major in. But like I really got into it because a lot of my classes were under that culture anthropology like topic and stuff. And so I like to explain it as like a mixture of sociology and psychology, like basically like the study of people, honestly, in a more in-depth version of it. So
Okay.
that's the easiest way I can explain it for everybody to understand it. So like that's really why I chose that. And then like my minor was sociology, and then I got a certificate in markets and management studies. And but really how I plan to use that was really just to understand people more because I want to get into like real estate and like that I want to get into that field honestly, and I feel like that was gonna be good for me. And then the markets and management was just so I can understand the money side of things. So
That's
that's how
cool.
I plan on using it, honestly.
Maybe you're gonna laugh at this and say like, "Nah, that's a reach." But like, is there any part of that can help you in like watching film and like the guys that you're going up against and seeing anything about them that maybe you have maybe a greater understanding that you can take with you onto the football field?
Honestly, I don't know. I have to get back with you on
I
that. I
mean,
never
like,
really thought
I
of it in
get it.
that
It felt like a
way.
reach as I was thinking through
I never
it.
really thought of it in that way, but I probably can, honestly. I don't know.
Right? Like, bro, I know more about you than you know about you. Like, I know what you're going to be doing before you even know what you're going to be doing. That feels like it could be a huge advantage. I just realized that, like, you look good in the hat, bro. Like, you look real good
I
in.
haven't took it off since they called me.
Right? I mean, what? I do want to dumb it down a little bit. Like, what does it mean to you? Like, to realize that this is real now. And I get it that, like, maybe it gets more real when you show up at the facility and get the mini camp and get to playing games. But wearing that hat and being able to tell people I'm a Baltimore Raven, like,
Yeah.
how real is that? And what does it mean to you that you get to do that now?
I mean, it's amazing because it's not like Baltimore is like a known brand around like the country. So it's like I don't know how to explain the feeling. It's just like, dang, I'm a Baltimore Raven now. Like, of course I got to go up there and earn my stripes, earn my spot, and everything like that. But like as of right now, I'm a Baltimore Raven. It feels amazing, honestly. Like
That's
I
so
don't
cool.
even know how to explain it.
It's interesting you bring that up, right? Because like if there's one downside of slipping a little bit, it's that like nothing's guaranteed, right? Like that there's not the same investment maybe. How much do you say, okay, cool. Like I want to go earn mine. Like I'm good with that. And I'm gonna prove to people why they should have been calling my name on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean that's just really the story of my whole life. Like I've always been like the underdog, the underhyped player. And I mean, that's nothing new to me. Like the situation is not new to me at all. Everywhere I've been in my career, I've had to earn my keeps. So I mean, I just stay with that mindset, honestly. It never slips. So
Are you the type that's gonna remember like all the teams that drafted a cornerback when you were on the board and like you might think about that at some point in the future?
nah,
Okay.
I don't even like the right team got me. That's all that matters at the
That's
end of the day.
awesome, man. That's
Yeah, it ain't
awesome.
that deep to me.
That's such a great perspective, dude.
Yeah.
Chandler, what else should we know about you? Like away from football, what else are you into? Like when you have a Friday night, what might we catch you doing? Like what makes you tick other than playing football?
I mean, honestly, I just like hanging out with friends and family, honestly, because I'm an introverted person.
Okay.
I like hanging out with friends and family, whether that's going golfing. I'm not good at golf, but like whatever it is that like my friends or my family want to do, like I'm cool with doing that. Like we done got into bowling a lot lately, and then I've been going to escape rooms
Oh,
lately.
that's cool.
I still haven't got out of one, but I've been going to a lot of escape rooms. So like that's just some cool
Wait a
things.
second. You're a Duke grad. Like you're the exact person I'd want on my team in an escape room.
Nah, it'll be like two of us in like the hardest escape room, and they'd be like, "It's best you come in with like six people," but we only be two of us, and we never finish. So I did like four or five of them so far. I haven't finished yet.
We'll
So
have to make that a challenge for when you get here. We
yeah,
gotta
I for
get.
sure got to finish one before it's all said and done.
We'll try to work into maybe coming up with a partnership to get you out to
Yeah,
one.
we gotta complete one.
Try to change that, man. I dig that. That's cool. Now you say you're an introvert. Does that change when you're on the field? Like, are you at all a trash talker when you're on the field?
Yeah, I'm a totally different person on the
Okay.
field.
All right.
'Cause that's safe space. Like that's where I can just let myself be myself.
That's
So
cool. Let the inner psycho out when the.
yeah, that's what I can do.
I dig that, man. Chandler, where can Ravens fans be giving you a follow on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, anything like that?
Yeah, Instagram, Chandler Rivers 2, Twitter _ Chandler Rivers. So
Man, your emotions still like I mean, we're 4 days later. Like your
yeah,
emotions, it's still so cool to see the smile on your face and hear the way you're talking about it. And we can't
yes,
wait to have you up here, man, and get to know you more. Uh,
yes, sir.
Chandler, congratulations on being a Raven. Looking forward to meeting you, and thank you so much for taking the time for it.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.